Yo, welcome to another Inspector K interview. Today we got a very special guest, a dear friend of mine, fellow producer, Lanmao. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me on here.
Of course, bro. Anytime. What you been up to, though?
I've been lacking making music, but the past few days I've been getting back on the groove of things.
Is it like seasonal beat block or what?
I don't really know. I have this like constant period of time where I don't make anything. I just don't have like the motivation to make anything. And I'm always looking at people's work, and I'm like, wow, I could be making music right now, but I could not fucking be bothered. But then it's just on and off for me, but you can't really force it. I've seen, but forcing it is like the way to get out of it. I've seen you just gotta like push
Apply
yourself
pressure.
a little bit. Yeah.
Obviously, it's different for everybody, but I've tried to apply pressure many times. Usually it like comes out pretty well, but sometimes it's just
It can come out really bad.
yeah, like no matter how much pressure you apply, you can't turn coal into diamonds sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, shit, if you can do it, you can do it. That's all that matters. You just gotta
Yeah.
I wouldn't say find the right time to do it, but just
Just do it when you feel like it, if you can.
basically, yeah, because this music shit, it's not even a job, bro. It's a passion. It's a hobby for most of us regular people.
Yeah, dude.
It's a hobby that, like, it's basically a hobby that people know about and, like, that the masses fuck with is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think it's definitely. I would hate to wake up and have a 9 to 5 music job. That would suck so much fucking ass, dude.
That would drain the fucking soul out of me, bro. Cause like I'm
Yeah.
out here just like I wake up, I go to like a studio or something, and I work as a full-time engineer. I would want to shoot myself. Like,
Dude, imagine how many like whack jobs would come in there. That'd be kind of fun though. I feel like you get lots of stories to tell from that. I think if you hosted like a studio, like a home studio, I think that'd be really funny. I think some real characters could appear from that.
it's like that one episode of Atlanta with the it's like the young white avatar episode. You know what I'm talking about?
Dude, I have not seen Atlanta. I gotta watch it though.
Yeah, you gotta watch that shit, bro. That show is fucking amazing. I know Donald Glover's like, I wouldn't say he's divisive, but like obviously people don't fuck with his music as much as like his actual like acting shit. But bro, that show is something else, bro. You gotta tap in.
I've heard some great things about it.
Hell yeah. But yo, on to like the meat and potatoes of the interview. What I like to call the meat and potatoes. I just want to know like, who are you? Like, what do you want the people to know about you?
I don't know, dude. I hope I can get my love for specific things across to people, and I hope they can get and acquire the same enjoyment I have. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to convey what some things make me feel. And just, it sounds really lame, but no, I just make cool shit, and if you like it, it's cool.
If you like it.
Yeah, I know everyone says that, but it's really it's just fun. I like having fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. But like, where you from type shit is what I was trying to say. But
My
that
bad.
is facts though.
Yeah.
No, you're good, bro. Don't worry about it.
My bad.
Shit.
I'm from Mexico. I live here. I've lived here all my life. I want to move maybe to another country, maybe to just somewhere else in the country. But yeah, I've lived here all of my life and just been raised on music, games, art.
How would you say like living in Mexico? Not living in Mexico, but just like the environment there. How has that like, I guess, influenced your art?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of a shut-in. Doesn't really affect me, but when I do go out, it's great. There's some really great parks, some really great nature. We got really good food, man. Great fucking food.
Of course, but I've been down to like Tijuana and Cancun. So yeah, it's fire as fuck down there.
Yeah, and that's like the tip of the iceberg for Mexico. You go deep.
Right.
Yeah.
What's your musical background like? Did you grow up playing like any instruments?
Well, I didn't really consecutively play instruments. I had a phase where I was learning guitar, but I was pretty young and I got frustrated really easily. I had no patience because I was just a young little guy, and I just didn't like it. But I think as I got access to like my phone or like the internet and stuff, it's let me because I've always liked music, but I could have. There's a big period of my life where I couldn't have just, oh, I love this song, I'm gonna put it on right now. And then I eventually got to a point where I could do that. I could just listen to stuff wherever I want. I got a streaming service on my phone, got a computer, got internet.
Right.
And it's just been a whole rabbit hole. There's just so much music to consume.
Especially with like SoundCloud and shit. I feel like
Dude.
I mean, obviously people meme on SoundCloud because of like the whole sound clown stuff and like the whole stereotype of SoundCloud rap being shitty. But bro, people need to stop underestimating SoundCloud for what it is. Like I've seen so many people say, "Oh, SoundCloud is dead. SoundCloud is this. SoundCloud is that," but they've just never sat down and sort of like sifted through the sands to like find shit to their liking.
Yeah, SoundCloud is great. Platform kind of sucks, but I think it's a great thing. Nevertheless, they can do some things way better. Hence, I tried to release 2 tracks, and they both got copyrighted, and they got detected to be some random guy with 44 views on SoundCloud.
It's like
I think it's just going downhill. It's like Twitter, dude. Not that bad, YouTube. But yeah, it's like it's a good way to.
Speaking of copyright strikes, fuck knowledge. No, I'm playing.
Dude, you can't let them hear that, man.
Give a fuck.
You're gonna die, dude.
You give me 2 strikes, bro. What can I say? But yeah, nah. I remember you, like, just now you said something really interesting about like you not having patience. Do you think that's translated like into your current workflow right now with the beats?
Yeah, right now. A few years ago, I used to do like a whole little project tape thing a month. And it was garbage. I hated it. I did it for like a whole year.
I remember.
I think it was a great learning experience. I think it was like that little whole time that I was doing that was great for me to learn like just techniques, what I wanted to do. And right now I'm not worrying that much about a project or a whole consecutive thing. I'm just putting out little bits of ideas, and just eventually I'll put something together.
I feel like I'm still recovering from that as well, because bro, I drop a shit ton. Like I've always dropped a shit ton. So and like I've had people around me tell me that like, yo, you should like probably slow it down. And I'm like, yeah, I agree, but it's like a dopamine rush is what it is, bro. Like you can't just drop every month and expect every single project that you drop to stick with everybody. That's a lot of everys, but you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think that's something lots of people could take into account too, because I've seen, not firsthand, but just from the sidelines, that lots of people just force themselves to just shit out like a whole bunch of music, and they just decline so bad. They would start like so good, and they had to keep going, dude. And I don't know if it was for money, but yeah, man.
Either it's like and I hate that I'm bringing this guy up as an example, but tropes. Me and Roy talked about this in the last interview actually that we did at this
I heard a bit.
on the date of this interview. But basically what had happened was that he like obviously he started off really fucking amazing, but then gradually he just like I guess lost it, and now he's like in the knowledge state where he just makes blends and stuff. And like I mean they're okay, I guess, but it's not like the shit that he was making at that time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude. What can I say? You really gotta let yourself breathe and try new things.
Right. not even just try new things. Like if you already have a style, just like build upon it.
Yeah. Hence, by trying new things, you can.
Right.
Yeah.
And speaking of trying new things, what was your like first exposure to hip hop music?
Hip hop music. I always heard it in the radio and stuff. But like
Any artists? And my bad.
Shit. I'd have to think.
Were there any artists in particular that you heard? Like on the
Yeah.
radio?
Yeah, I really liked like Kanye and I didn't really. It was like pop radio, dude. And you got like really like not a lot of shit, but like I found out about Kanye and shit, and then when I got like online and shit, got into like Tyler the Creator, and that was like the biggest like first-hand thing. That guy really got me into like music firsthand. Like I always liked music, but like for a long time I thought an album was a playlist. I was so confused. I thought
Damn.
I was like telling some guy I was listening to Daft Punk, and they're like, "Oh, listening to Random Access Memories." I was like, "What the fuck?" Oh, they made a playlist. I'm fucking stupid, dude. Like my background is not very musically inclined that so much, so I was just really oblivious. I was just a little kid, so like, but yeah.
I see. Yeah. Any like particular underground artists that you might have gotten into, like, cause you brought up Tyler, and obviously Tyler's like pretty mainstream now, but he was like underground for a little bit. So I'm just curious as to like if there's any underground artists that pipelined you into these communities or like the community that we're in now.
Well, I can't really give such wild answers. It's probably not that interesting, but I got here through like people trying to make like old like 90s hip hop beats esque of like J Dilla, like Madlib and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd go around there.
We both came from like the same community, so we both know that. For those of you watching who don't know us, me and him, we both met in this community called Underground Cooks, and yeah.
Oh man.
I'll let you tell the story.
Okay. There's not much to tell. It's just that was a wild time. There's some really crazy people, but I met some good friends. They would just put beats out. Lots of us were starting out. I think lots of the people I met that I still know today were like starting out or like in the beginning of their whole like path. That sounds so lame, but
they were trying to find their footing, basically.
Yeah, and we were just trying, just dog shit, and then some people in that community, they made a smaller community. There's all the cool people in that community, one small community basically, and it was cool. I learned a lot. I learned how to. I don't know who got. No, it's another friend who got me to use like FL Studio, but then you guys showed me like, I think it was like you or some other guy, like I think like Thor. You guys showed me like compression and like the Edison thing.
Yeah.
In FL Studio.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like at that time, I didn't even know what the hell. Like obviously, I knew compression made the shit better, but I didn't know the purpose it served. I didn't know like, cause I would listen to Madlib and I'd be like, "Yo," you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why? How does he get his samples to sound like so crunchy and crispy?
Yeah, that reminds me of this one time in the community. We would there was a time where like the owner of the chat, he would host these little like tournament things, basically. Not tournaments, but they're like basically he would like group up like, I think it was like teams of like 3 or 4, and he would, like,
I think I hosted one of those. I hosted.
Yeah, you probably did. Yeah. I think I was like in charge of mixing or something. And this is a really early point. I was using Audacity still to make music.
Yeah, I remember.
I was using drum breaks. It was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was before you like officially started making beats, from what I remember.
Yeah, and then they were like, "Oh, there's some guy like rapping on it. I don't even fucking remember who it was, but they gave me some shit about, oh, you should probably EQ this, and I had no fucking idea what that meant. I watched like 5 YouTube videos on what that shit did, and then I got on Audacity, had like a really like rudimentary, awful like EQ like thing, and I did some random thing. I didn't. I didn't know how to use that shit. I don't know if they kept it or not. I'm pretty sure I was just there. It was like when you give the little kid the controller without batteries for the game.
Right.
I didn't know how to use that.
It's like I'm trying to think of an example. It's like a fucking like a chronic, I guess like a chronic weed smoker, like a chronic gas smoker. They get handed
Yeah.
like a dab pen for the first time. They're like, "Oh, what the fuck is this?"
Yeah, dude. It's a whole world to it. It was so fun to learn it. It gets so frustrating in the beginning because you just want to get straight to the thing. But
That's actually perfect, cause I was gonna ask you about like your first beats. Like obviously I know, but there's like, bro, there's like so much shit that you just have that's like lost.
yeah, I was trigger happy with like the delete button on my computer back then. I still I wouldn't say as much. I think barely at all anymore. But this guy right here has more of my music than I do of myself. So
Yeah,
this is
nah,
a
this
good source for music.
nah, right?
This
'Cause,
is the
bro,
kind of guy that gives you the track number for the album and the year, the date, possibly. I don't know that far, but
like the
uh,
metadata, I appreciate that. But yeah, but like, bro, I just wanted to say a lot of that early shit was super impressive. Like, obviously, there was like a lot of moments where I could tell that you were still trying to find your sound and stuff, but there's just so much like gold stuff in there because you improved really fast as well.
yeah, I think it was the environment, man. I feel like if you're in the right environment, you can like just start so quick. If you know the right people, I know this guy. I don't remember who it was, but he was like in the server, and he would just know all these people. And like, I feel like if you're in the know and you know the right people, like, just bounce ideas off each other. I think you just get really far really quick, and I think that's what helped me because I feel like
Yeah,
I didn't know shit. Like I heard firsthand from some of you guys that like, oh, you guys were doing this shit for years already. So the knowledge of like some people who already knew some of the stuff, like combined with just like I don't know, being friends and stuff, I think it really just boosted how much I
boosted the knowledge. That's like the only way I can say it.
yeah, it sped up the process.
Right. And going back to what you said about like knowing the right people, that's definitely like a really overlooked part of like improving because a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm self-taught and all that," but then they just make like the shittiest beat ever because they've never really had like the surroundings to tell them. Like they didn't have the people to tell them that this is like, "Yo, this ain't it."
Yeah, dude. As much as I hate to say this, not bullying, but it builds character,
No.
man. Criticism, not bullying, but
Yeah.
criticism builds character, I think.
Yeah, criticism builds character. I not bullying, bro. I was gonna say.
I
He's
was
gonna say,
kidding.
yo, we should bring bullying back. Nah,
No, I'm just kidding. But
just yanking your chain.
yeah, man, you really gotta.
Community wise, though, like speaking about communities, what would you say are like your primary influences? Like it could be contemporary influences, like obviously, like I said, people within communities or just like bigger artists.
Just like at all, doesn't matter what. In the
Yeah, it
music.
doesn't matter.
Well, recently, Prince, kind of random, but I think he's so fucking cool, man. He had this cool ass. He was just cool. He was the
Yes.
cool guy. He was that fucking guy, and
Yeah, shout out to Prince. Every time, yeah,
he would
this
make so much
unrelated.
music, and I
Right.
can admire that. And he just does everything, and
He's he's
I
one of those artists that has like an album for everybody.
yeah.
Bro, every time this is like kind of unrelated, but every time I think about Prince, I always think about that one clip of like him kicking Kim Kardashian off the stage.
Oh yeah, that's really
Yeah,
funny.
bro, get off the
He's a funny
stage.
guy. He was a funny guy.
Yeah, bro, he had a good sense of humor. I mean, he did some questionable shit here and there, but he had a good sense of
Yeah,
humor.
You could
Shout
turn
out,
into like a Jehovah's Witness at some point or something.
shout
Well,
out to
besides
him.
that, great guy. And also, another inspiration has been finding really not old but just abandoned SoundCloud accounts where it's just like people making music and it's just like they're just weird. Like they're not even trying. Like it's just and I think it starts really weird, just noise, and then something builds up. It's a little weird, little
Yeah,
catch, little piece of music there, and then it just like gets me, and it's like, oh shit, that's so
yeah,
cool. I get
yeah.
it.
It's like one of those nameless accounts.
Yeah, dude, it's just some guy, like just like one word, like cloud, or just like random ass person.
It's like a
They have
base
no
64.
socials.
It's like a base 64 code as a username.
Yeah, dude, or just anything, like just anything, and then they're just like, I don't know, 5 years ago, just random beats. It's just like really random stuff. I sound really weird, but I don't know. I really like accounts where people basically just like dump stuff, and then I just like pick up little pieces that I like, and then it's like, oh, and it inspires me.
You know what that reminds me of? Like the first person I thought of when you like brought up dump accounts, like nameless dump accounts. Have Live.
Yeah, man.
Some futuristic beats right there. Oh, where the fuck did that guy go? Have Life.
They're always around, man. That's all I can tell you. But
Regular,
they're
regular ass
lurking.
people. No,
Yeah,
right.
dude.
But yeah, shout out to Have Life. If you're by chance listening to this, this is the segment of the interview where I
Where we
like
call
ask
out
people
for
to
missing
come back.
people.
Yeah, where I call out for missing people. I put them on the back of a milk carton. Have Life,
This is the
please.
milk carton interview.
Yeah, Have Life, please come back, please, man. But yeah, no. You know, one influence I really hear in like a lot of your music, I hear a bunch of like Tech Life DJ Rashad shit in your
Of
stuff,
course.
and Anu Cake Dog.
Yeah, I think it was you. I think it was you who showed me. It was you or what's his name now? Aloma. I think yeah, he
Oh
goes by
yeah,
that
yeah.
now. One of you two. I think he showed me Machine Girl, and I was just so fucking crazy. I was always into like really crazy hyper shit. Like I listened to a lot of like old punk rock and like lots of footwork stuff. Machine Girl's like my first influence, like my first introduction to that stuff. And then you made some songs that were like footworky, or just full footwork songs, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? I need to make stuff like that. And then
Yeah,
eventually I just find more music like that, and then I found like the whole Tech
like,
Life thing, and then that's just like a whole nother game. It's like my whole
yeah,
passion. I think it's
bro.
just such like a whole like full of like I don't know, just like passion, like genre, because
Yeah, that shit is it's a movement,
comes from like
is what it is.
yeah, comes from like the juke house, like the ghetto house, and then that's like way crazy too. You'll find some like remnants of like mixes online of that shit, and it's like so crazy, and it's so crazy to see how people turn to like sped up 4 things into just like nonsense fucking Trump programming.
Yeah, it's like
I think it's just so cool. I love like just messy songs or just have
off kilter
bullshit.
shit.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
bad takes, not perfect takes, just fucked up shit.
It's like that. It's like that one footwork track that just samples porn.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm talking about. I don't know I forgot the name of the track, but there's like
Shout
the
out
one.
RP Boo.
Yeah, it was RP Boo. Yeah. Shout out
He's
to him.
also one of like my favorites of footwork. I think that guy's he's so open minded. You'll hear he has so many different songs. He's really versatile in just the footwork genre alone. I think that's another strong suit. The only thing you gotta have for the footwork is the rhythm, man.
Right.
It's just the rhythm. And
It's the rhythm.
you can
And
put anything on top of it. I've heard so many things. Like you said, porn sound.
Right.
Lots of video game music, soul and R&B, and then just like crazy
Jazz,
shit.
of course.
Jazz, yeah. And
Like, I feel
just like the new wave of people like, oh,
just
what's
doing
that?
crazy ass shit. Yeah, no. I was just adding on to what you were saying.
Yeah, and then SoundCloud got their hands on it, and then like it's even more crazy. You know,
Yeah, I've I've heard so much like cool ass footwork shit come out recently. I feel like it's gonna become like an underground movement soon. Like I want to say, give it like a couple years or so, and there's gonna be like a bunch of like mainstream footwork people again. Because I feel like it's one of those things that's known, but it's not known.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be a
You know,
gatekeeper, but I'm scared that uh like I don't want what happened to footwork to happen. What happened to like jungle music? I think that's like fucked up.
with like with like breakcore and shit. Yeah, no, like
Yeah, like
it's
I've
fucking
already
sewer
seen some
slut.
stuff. But you can pull it off, right? I'm just talking about like loser people who like just do it wrong. And I hate being like negative, and it's not my culture to say what's right and what's wrong. But they're just weirdos. They're just some
Yeah,
really weird people, and I
it's just
just
like
hope those weirdos don't get hold of such good
it's like
music.
yeah, it's like foundations of a genre getting like completely fucked. Like there's nothing wrong with defying genre foundations, but I feel like when there's already certain shit set up, it can't be broken.
I mean, it
Like
can be. It's just don't. I don't know. I think the whole thing about for example, the break stuff is like people like they're not making it for the music. They're just making like aesthetic music.
no, that is true. Like I'm trying to think like Zumi's music.
Yeah, I don't think footwork is ever gonna get to that point. I hope not. Um, but I really like it. It's been my favorite thing since I found out about it,
Fuck
and
yeah,
I
bro.
have very high respect for all the people who pioneered it and people who make it. I think it's just really nice.
Rest in peace, DJ Rashad.
Rest up, rest in peace.
But yeah, no. What were your like first collaborations like?
Mm, I haven't done that many collaborations, but my
Or like the
first
ones you have done?
the first one I ever did that was like a full on collaboration was with you actually, and
Shit, really?
it was a footwork tape, and you carried the
Yeah,
footwork part. I was doing fuck all. I made like a trap beat on there. I was still
that
you
shit was
carried.
fire though.
Yeah, it was like yeah, it was good.
I was mainly talking about the split tape you did with Musa. For those of you who don't know, Musa is a
Ooh,
Tulsarian.
that's old.
Back in like I want to say 2021. Uh, him and
Yeah,
Musa,
we had a
they
thing
both
called Vice.
they made a split tape called Vice, and it's like lost right now. But I have like most of it.
It's not gonna be found.
Yeah, and if it does get found, then
Crush
I'm
and
gonna.
destroy it.
But yeah, no. Um, any other collaborations though? Like any notable ones?
Well, one of my proudest things I've done is the work I did with Keiru.
Like Kairu, shout out to him.
Keiru. Uh, yeah, we made that tape, and I'm really proud of it. It's like it sums up what I really like about footwork, and just Keiru just samples whatever, man. I sent him all those drum loops throughout like the course of a month, and I texted him after a while, and I was like, hey, uh. Are you ever gonna use these, dude? Because at that point, he only sent me one track with the drums I used, and then he was like, "Oh shit, I forgot." And then 24 hours after I sent that message, we pretty much had the whole tape done.
Yeah,
He
bro.
works
That
very quick.
yeah, his work ethic is fucking crazy. Cause I remember you told me like in private he would always like pump out like full tapes within one sitting, like full 20-30 minute tapes in a sitting.
Yeah, he's insane.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say like he's also like really he's versatile when it comes to sample choice because he can make like the most fun sounding shit ever, and then out of nowhere he can make like the most deep, painful, like sorrowful shit imaginable. It's like bro, it's like a switch. It's like an on and off switch.
That guy never turns off though. He's always working on something.
All right, like all those SoundCloud mini tapes, like bro, that man's lost discography is that shit is fucking insane.
I bet
I need to
there's
dive into that. But yeah, anything else in regards to that? Like, have you tried working with any rappers?
Yeah, I've never succeeded with it. Well, I have, but there was just one dude who would only pick my beats because he had nothing else, and I'm pretty sure he hated me. Apart from that, I email stuff to rappers sometimes when they put like posts with like an email address. I always like send. I sent some beats to I think a guy from BMB,
Oh shit!
and he worked. I don't want to say names because I feel like that's just weird. I don't want to be
Yeah,
a mean
no,
person because I'm not mean at them.
I
But
felt that.
1-2 Serene worked with them, and they're like, dude, you should work with them because I like that guy's music. And
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I'm
I
not gonna
sent
say it.
I sent that man like four beats, and they gave me a whole different response than they did to the other guy. I was like, respectable enough. Like if you don't, I don't know. I'm just not. I'm scared to send people beats because most times I've gotten it rejected.
Yeah, no,
So
me
I'm just
too,
gonna
bro.
wait for them to come to me, man.
I'm really nervous when it comes to that shit as well. So I'll 100% get what you're trying to say about like people coming to you and shit.
Yeah, I gotta wait for them to come, dude. I can't. I think I
Yeah,
worked. I tried to work with Cold Plush Toy once, and I messaged him. It's like we should make a song, and he was like, yeah. And I sent him like samples. I didn't have anything like downloaded or anything, and I just like scrambled because I was like nervous. And it was some really bad like, I think they were like, it was like a loop or something, and I deleted it just out of embarrassment. So the last message is probably like him saying, "Yeah, sure." Uh, that's my experience with collabing.
I need to hear that loop though, because I remember you talked to me about that like when it happened, and I'm like, bro, it couldn't have been that bad.
I mean, it's probably just fucking mediocre, but I don't have it anymore.
Fair enough, fair enough. I respect it, but yeah, yeah. In regards to collabs, or not collabs, but like, what's like some current music that you're into right now, like from anybody, whether it be contemporaries, recent music, whatever.
Mm, I've been listening to Jack Zebra.
Bro, Jack Zebra is so fucking fire, bro. Like
Jack Zebra.
I don't understand what he's saying because like I can't speak that language, but he flows so fucking well. I feel like I don't know why he kind of reminds me of Speaker Knockers.
Dude, I feel the emotion. There's a song where he like just completely just cries. Like it sounds like he's like sobbing while he's like recording, but he's like still like rhythmically on rhythm, and I think it's like crazy. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, that's one person I want to work with for sure. Is Jack Zebra. I feel like it would just be a really unique experience because I don't have that much experience working with like people. Or no, I've worked with like people internationally, like your primary example, but like I'm saying like far international.
Yeah, like opposite side of the world. I mean, you have Love Serene.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty
Ireland. I mean, we
pretty
both have it.
international. We got some New Zealanders. We got few Canadians. No, wait, one. Nah.
Yeah, like a couple Canadians here and there, but it would just. Oh yeah, I've collaborated with MP3 gangster Ricky. He's from
Yeah.
Bangladesh.
There
Yeah,
you
so
go.
yeah, that's one person. But yeah, it would
That guy's
it'd be
insane.
cool. It'd be cool to collaborate with more people like out of that area, like out of like
Yeah.
East Asia and stuff, like Jack Zebra. Because there's not many people in East Asia making that kind of shit.
Exactly. There's like I don't know. Yeah.
I will say though, I'm not very familiar with like the East Asian music scene outside of like some K-pop stuff here and there. But yeah, it seems pretty interesting.
You gotta listen to Fei Wong. You gotta listen to
Day
Fei
one,
Wong.
I'll keep that in mind. Cause I've been
It-
every time I try to get into K-pop, I'm like, yo, this isn't really my thing. Cause obviously, all these like K-pop people are like industry plants.
Oh yeah,
But
K-pop is yeah, not my thing either. I don't listen to like any of it. Oh yeah, I'm in tune with some of the Korean They have like a emo like rock scene that's going on.
It's
It's kind of crazy. It's really
I,
good.
I get down with that. Yeah, that seems cool as well.
Yeah, they have crazy ass guys making like math rock. It's like guitar plugins and shit.
Yeah, no,
Smooth.
math rock. I've been seeing a math rock resurgence as well.
Yeah.
Like I've seen a bunch of people within like our scene sample math rock and shit, and I always thought it was super interesting, especially because like what does math rock entail like the genre name itself?
Yeah, dude. I think it's just like the time signatures, I'm pretty sure. I think that's why. I don't know. I don't know. That's my bet.
Let's see. So I'll probably look into this like afterwards, but I mean that probably makes the most sense. Um, oh yeah, the fucking new Tyler album. What'd you think of that?
I think it's good. I liked it. I just think it wasn't that big of a jump as it usually is for him. And I'm not saying that it's bad. I was just like I thought he was gonna be I thought it was gonna be crazy.
Right.
I kind of set my expectations really high,
Yeah,
but
because he'd
uh,
set such a high bar from before then.
yeah. But no,
Yeah.
I think it's really good. I think I'm glad he's like he's going laps over people. He's winning.
No,
When you
right.
win a race, you just keep going, man.
Right.
He's going crazy.
I actually got that album like on wax. I got the quote unquote test pressing that he did, which is 100,000 copies. I don't think anybody's ever pressed up like 100,000 test pressings in their life, but
Could see it for Tyler.
yeah, I could see it for him. But at the same time, it's like 100,000 for a test pressing.
I read somewhere that he had like it debuted like top 20 like biggest hip hop albums of like all time or something. I don't know if it
What
was
the
like all
hell?
time or like the year.
That's
But like
probably the year.
it's like I think it got like 87 million something like the first like day or week or some shit. Like views or sales. It was crazy.
That makes a lot of sense. I feel like he's more of an artist than like a rapper, anyways nowadays.
Yeah, but he's still multimedia maniac.
He's a media mogul, if you would.
He makes shoes. He makes
He
um.
makes money.
Yeah, dude. That guy makes anything.
Yeah. Nah, I just remembered. Did you peep that Earl feature on the El Custo track?
Oh yeah, I heard a little bit. I thought it was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
El Costo. I don't know how to say his name right. I'll be honest, but yeah, that shit was so hard. I'll be honest.
Yeah, dude.
Track is chlorophyll water and ashwagandha.
I like that one song he made with I think it was Evil Gianni.
Oh yeah, making the band.
Yeah, I really like that song.
Yeah,
I think
that
that was
shit
really
was
good.
tough. Bro, Clams Casino co-produced that shit too. That shit is such an unexpected collab.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Clams co-produced it with Eva Gianni.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Free Gaza, we on the corner like Israelites. Real talk though.
Yeah,
Free,
I
free
remember that
Gaza.
shit.
But yeah,
Yeah. Speaking of that,
what's
we
up?
got compilation tape. We still gotta.
Go to beatmakersforpalestine.bandcamp.com. It's a free compilation, or name your price. You can buy it for however much you want, 90 tracks. Obviously, name your price, and all the funds are gonna go to esimsforhaza.com. So yeah, just
It's been making numbers. It's beautiful.
yeah, I know. I think we made like last time I checked, we made like $200-300 in donos.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro, and that's like minus the Bandcamp cut. I
I
might
was-
just
I was about to say it would have been so much more without that tax.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad, but I don't think Bandcamp is like Zionist though, so that's a really good thing.
I mean, they got like Epic Games, right?
Is Epic Games Zionist?
I don't know. Could be. For all I know.
Yeah, me and you both. But yeah, I think that should be it. Any closing thoughts or?
I think it's been great to know you throughout all this time with a lot of people that we've still known and seen how everyone took their own path in life and started going in their own thing. I think that's really cool.
Same to you, my friend. It's
Oh,
been
yeah.
real. It really has been. But yeah, that should be
Very.
it for today's interview. Lanmao, thank you so much for joining us on this interview. It really means a lot. Go check out his music. It's Mattress Hostility Radio 1 on SoundCloud and Lanmao on Bandcamp. Tarimao1.bandcamp.com. That's TARIMAO.bandcamp.com. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace.
Thanks for having me. Bye bye.